Hello, conscious co-creators, and welcome to your spirit animal pick a card reading today. We are going to be getting messages for you from the lion spirit animal, and as you can see, I do have your 3 card options already laid out for you. For card option number 1, it says lion and higher calling. For card option and group option number 2, it says it's in you, and this is card number 24 in this deck. And for card option number 3, group 3, this is card number 11. It says lion, power, loyalty, leadership, and family. So you can take all the time you need, ask your intuition which of these 3 lion cards are calling out to you. And once you've made your selection, head down to the description and click on the timestamp next to the card that you've chosen, and I'll see you in your lion spirit animal reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your spirit animal reading today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the first lion card for your messages. And on your card, we can see a couple of lions here. So you may definitely be working with a partner as it comes to this message today for you, or these messages. We are going to look at your core energy, what might be challenging you, how spirit is guiding you, what's grounding you, what's behind you, what's ahead of you today, and we'll give you an abundance message. But if you have chosen this particular card, because we have a couple of lions as opposed to just one, I do feel like perhaps other people are involved in this for sure. So it says lion, higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So this is the sense of like, there's a family energy that's going on here, the pride energy, etc. I do feel like you may be, they keep saying like partners in crime. So there's this feeling of a duo happening, or a larger picture coming in to really serve you and guide you along. And maybe you've been feeling a little bit, I don't know, like not so confident lately, or things have been a bit of a struggle. You could have groups around you that you feel like you're struggling in, and it's just not coming together so easily, let's say. But here we can see that your success and contentment, so your happiness, is going to be found within the group that you are in. So again, friend group, family group, people that are close to you are going to be affected as you kind of tap back into what's calling you right now, that higher calling, that purposeful energy, and then also the courage and strength, the bravery to perhaps make some changes or make some new choices that are going to affect your life. Make noble choices. So, you know, your strength really is being called upon here just with your card, your lion card option. So let's see what kind of direction and guidance your lion spirit animal or animals have for you today. So this is your core energy. We're looking at the hermit here. Oops, I flipped it upside down. That's correct. Here it is. The hermit energy. They're saying soul searching. They're saying that specifically. So there is some soul searching in this group that needs to be done. Perhaps the higher calling is not so clear to you, let's say, group number 1. The hermit energy is a card of solitude. To have it in your core like this, it's card number 9, as you can see, in the major arcana. There's some soul searching that does need to be done. And I do believe it involves a larger picture energy. So it's not really, it doesn't feel so egotistical. It feels like you have to be at peace. I was looking for a different word, but they're not saying that. So you have to be at peace is what they're saying with whatever you're going to decide for yourself, knowing that it's probably going to have an effect on those around you, and perhaps on those around you that you care about most. They're asking for a bit of time. Your lion spirit animal message straight off the bat is telling us that there is some inside work that needs to be done. The hermit energy is a really beautiful card that says it's time for you to go within, perhaps be in a solitude or solo energy for a bit, making time to spend by yourself or on your own. They're talking about like when people contemplate their life, when they contemplate what they're doing, when they contemplate their purpose. If you're in the middle of making a choice or a decision that you know is going to have an effect on your future or your life or those around you, right? You may be looking at making a big move or making a distinct, bigger decision that changes the trajectory of your life. All of this needs some time within you to be able to get clear, get settled, get the insight that you need. So if you're trying to rush toward this and you're feeling frustrated, confused, or as I said, not so confident lately, it's because you do actually have to spend this time connecting. So the hermit will go up and travel out of the society, out of the group, interesting too how like the lion will travel by themselves usually. Like a male lion will travel by themselves outside of the pride. To spend some time away from the noises, away from the opinions of others, to reconnect. The hermit reconnects within themselves and they go up into like the mountains and into a cave with their lantern and they sit there and they listen to what their true soul is telling them, to what their light, their heart within is saying to them to get the clarity that they need. You may have a lot of voices around you right now, and I think that your lion is just saying you need to go. The way Spirit is saying is take a hike, but it feels like you do need to spend some time in solitude. And it doesn't have to be like you go on a retreat and you leave everything behind for days or weeks at a time. It just means perhaps maybe finding some time where you take those walks alone if you're usually taking them with a partner, or you spend some time in meditation, or you spend some time away from distraction, so like electronics and things like that. And it's intentional time to get the clarity, to feel good about what this higher calling is or what you're being called to do next. Noble choices. The way to do that and to be sure about it is this hermit energy. That's at least what the lion is telling you. So I'm interested to see now what might be challenging this energy for you. The 10 of coins. Okay. They're talking about being wrapped up in like a lack or poverty energy. A 10 of coins is a 10 of pentacles. Reversed, you're going to see this feeling like I don't have enough, or I don't have what I need, or I'm running after the wrong things. Like the ego may have taken over and is focused on like a greed track, which we don't want, or you're making decisions from a place that only is serving the physical landscape. Maybe you're not thinking about your own calling, your own purposeful energy, your own inspiration, or how it's going to affect others in your life. This is a wonderful card when it's in an upright position of abundance and prosperity, and it does include the family. Sometimes this card is like a legacy card where you'll see family members working together, starting businesses together, gaining inheritance energy. Things like that, passed down. So it is so important for you to actually take into consideration your own purpose, group one, and then how it is going to affect those around you. It's going to be so important, and the intention must be right. If this is bothering you or blocking you or challenging you, meaning you're only making a decision based on what it's going to give you materialistically, let's say, or what it's going to cost or how much it's going to make you, like financial stuff, or that's pretty much it. There's something that's in your mind, and that's not weird. I mean, we are human beings. We do have an ego. However, they're telling you that this is the challenge that you're meant to overcome, and you get right with that energy when you go within and you allow some solitude for yourself, where the focus isn't solely on the material world, whatever that may be for you. You're going to acquire this, you're going to get this big bonus. Like if you're looking to make a switch in your job, and then it requires you, let's say, to move your whole family somewhere, but it pays you a ton more money and there's tons of perks and there's, just a different lifestyle that you're going to get to embody and be in, and you're wondering if it's the right decision, the way that you're going to know is not by focusing on all of the perks and the extra money and the big house and the company car, whatever it is, right? Instead, it's going within yourself and asking, is this what is best for my family? You know, is where we're moving what's best for my family? Am I going to still be able to be present for my family? Or is this job requiring of me all of my time and all of my energy in exchange for material wealth? Is the material wealth enough, you know, to make that exchange? Those are the kind of questions that cannot be answered by anybody else at first. So there is a solitude energy. But again, there's a coupling that I just want to again refer to, just because you may need to talk it over with somebody. Maybe this is a powwow that happens after you come out of this hermit energy, or after you come back from one of your walks or your meditation sessions or what have you, this time alone. You're able to discuss and communicate differently with like a partner that you have or a friend that you have. And that helps you to make the absolute best and most noble decision for your life and your tribe, right? So the focus isn't fully on the material gain here. There's other things to be considered. Let's see what's coming in above you now. Group 1, please. Ooh, they're saying we have above and below here, so I'm going to figure that out. Okay. That goes here. This goes here. Thank you. Okay. Let's look at what's coming in above you. What does Spirit have to say? Yeah, the 5 of Swords. This card is a card of mental conflict. So yeah, you're definitely going through something in your head. And I wouldn't be surprised if you've been arguing maybe about it. When you get 5 of Swords in a low expression here, you're gonna see the arguments happening or real conflict in the mind, trying to be worked out, going over and over something, maybe trying to win. Tossing it back and forth, like maybe you have a disagreement going on about what it is you should do with a partner that you have or a friend that you have, or how much money you're wanting to spend on something, or what house you're gonna buy, you know, whatever it is. And with this above you, we really are, Spirit is gunning for you to shift your perspective on it. To have this above you, what we're really looking for is the high expression of this card, which is with a 5, you're looking at change. With the Swords energy, you're looking at a change in your mindset, a change in the way that you communicate, a new perspective, a new view, a different way to view something where it doesn't feel so conflicted. And I think, as we've discussed, that it considers things outside of material gain and those around you that are going to be affected. The Hermit energy with the 5 of Swords above it is actually a nice combo, right? Because Spirit is telling you, go within to quiet your mind and to have that shift that you're looking for. If your mind is in constant conflict about whatever this is, or whatever is truly calling you, this higher calling, you've got to take some time within. And then your mind will shift. So you may be going within and going, let me look at it from this perspective. Let's say you have a family of 4. You're going to look at it in your quiet time, maybe from your partner's perspective, from your first child's perspective, and your second child's perspective, and the animals in your house. You're going to look at it through their eyes, perhaps, and this will shift your mindset. It provides you with information in order to make, again, the most noble choice for your life and your tribe. So there's a real shift in your perspective, viewpoint, mind, and the way you communicate it about it, I think, here, from Spirit coming in for you. Let's see what's grounding you. The 4 of Swords, look at that. Wow, interesting. No wonder they're coming together when we were pulling, right? So this is a peace of mind card. We're moving from conflict, but what's grounding you is this beautiful sense of peace. Your mind coming into a more balanced state. It really is a beautiful lineup. It tells me that you do have the ability to come to the clarity that you're looking for, to make the most noble choice for your life and your tribe, to be able to find success where it is that you decide to go, or with what you decide to do. The 4 of Swords is a wonderful energy. Oftentimes when we have a 4 of Swords, it's especially in a grounding position, what's below you. This is like peace and stability of mind is grounding you. So if you're all up in the conflict or the chaos in your head, know that what really wants to happen here is this peace. It's really a grounding force for you right now. This would sometimes indicate that when you are tired, when you have like mental exhaustion, if you've been overthinking, you're trying to figure something out, you're working the analytics, you're working the numbers, you're working whatever you're working. If you're tired, this card says return to rest, right? Rest your mind. Don't overdo it. Don't stay in this conflict. Take the time out, take the solitude that you need. It's grounding you anyway. And in this group, you may very well find you wake up with insight. With the Four of Swords, it's like we go to sleep, and as we sleep, we rest our mind, we're at ease, we willingly and intentionally and consciously leave those thoughts behind and allow our mind to rest. It opens up space for you to be able to receive, which is really cool. So you may find with the Four of Swords below you like this, that you're dreaming about things. You may dream the answer or get the clarity through your dreams. You may gain it upon waking when you're fresh. I would suggest if you're doing anything in solitude, do it in the morning, right? Or right before bed, when your mind is the most clear. Whenever you feel that is, because it's your grounding source. Your mind will come to an answer, come to an insight, come to a conclusion that will put it at ease. Yeah, and they're like, and that's that. I mean, this is such a nice combination. It makes me feel like you're intelligent and you have a great mind. And sometimes in life, there are just things that come up where we do need to be a bit more courageous, and we need to make sure that we check in to know that we're doing the right thing or we're making the right choice. And you most certainly have the power to do that, and trust in yourself. And when you do make the choice, it just feels like you're gonna feel this peace of mind, like it's gonna settle. Even if it's a hard or difficult choice to make, you're gonna feel this peace within you. And that's how you'll know that it is the right choice for you. Okay, let's see what's going on in the past here. The Five of Cups, okay. Wow, yeah, change is happening for this group for sure. A Five of Cups energy is usually expressed or read as emotional disappointment of some sort, feeling maybe a bit lost, feeling sad, hurt. So something looks to have gone on to change the way that you felt about, again, if this is the job, maybe how you felt about how you were treated at your old job or how you've been being treated. If it's a relationship, then you're shifting the way that you think about the relationship in general because you've had a change of heart or something went on. There was some loss of some sort. A Five of Cups in a low expression can be a pretty sad card. It can be a pretty emotionally difficult card. That is the suit that we're in, right? Cups is all about your emotions, the suit of water. And you can see the cups are spilled and this figure is kind of forlorn and, you know, it's hurt, it's pain. And when you get a Five of Cups, it's very important for you to feel your feelings. So if you've been having a bit of emotional turmoil about something or you've been really sad about something, that's in alignment, group one. The high expression of this card, however, is to have a change of heart. It's to gain and pay attention to this higher calling, to gain that wisdom within you that you need, that courage within you that you need to be able to let go of the past. You see, let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. Maybe you were taken advantage of, maybe you were bamboozled, you know, maybe you were lied to, maybe you were betrayed in some way, maybe you just had experienced a real loss. And now it's time to release the past, have this change of heart to move in so you can shift your mind and become much more clear and aligned with what it is that you're truly meant to do next and what you're meant to decide. Right? So if you've been feeling your feelings, that's always my guidance for a Five of Cups. Let's see where this is headed. Ooh, love this. So you will follow your heart then, won't you? The Knight of Cups energy. Interesting. He's kind of sitting in contemplation with that cup on his head in this depiction. Knights are all about movement. So when you get a Knight of Cups, we're in the Court card energy. And here, it just tells me that in the future position like this, it tells me that this group is going to listen. I have a feeling this group is going to take the time that they need and listen within themselves to what's calling them, that higher calling, that purposeful energy. And with the Knight of Cups, a Knight of Cups always is going to follow their emotions or follow their heart. They work from the heart, they move from the heart. So whatever it is that you're feeling and that you know to be true in your heart center, up ahead, we can see that this Hermit energy was well worth it. And not only do you come out with peace of mind here, but you're also making a decision to move from your heart center. And I feel as though even if it is a very, very difficult decision, or it's going to be hard for some of your tribe or the people around you, you'll know, again, in your heart and in your mind now, we see it very clearly, that you're moving in the right direction, that this is the best choice for you right now, that this is the best choice for your life and your tribe. It's the most noble choice to make because it comes from the heart and it sits peacefully in the mind. So I have no doubt at all now, group number one, that you will make the best choice, that you have the ability to, and you will. It's very lovely energy. It feels like this, again, majestic. I love that they're using that word, this majestic, calm knowing. Yeah. And then, again, you will move forward, following your heart here, and not, you see, the greed and the money and the material stuff. This is just a benefit that's amazing. You know, of course, we don't want to disregard that, but you're not making your choice on this. You're making your choice from the heart, from your soul, from your purpose, from the calling that's coming in, and you will find that peace of mind in doing so. Let's see what your abundance card says to close your reading. Let's see. Conscious consumer. Interesting. So this is about consuming things, using these material goods, or consuming materialistically, consciously. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply, and you purchase only that which you need. This may hit you right between the eyes, group one. If it resonates with you, then absolutely, maybe you need to focus on what it is you're physically consuming on a regular basis, fine, and be more conscious about it. But the bigger energy and the bigger message from your lion spirit with this abundance card to close is about being conscious about what it's this 10 of Pentacles in a challenge position, right? It's like being conscious of what it is that you're taking in and how it is that you're using your material goods, wealth, etc. if you're wrapped up in it, and instead looking at and focusing on what you truly do need, what your heart is aligned with, what's going to serve your tribe best, etc. So it's just this conscious focus on the inner self and in the inner world, really, instead of the outer world. And that's what really, it straightens your spine. It creates that majesty and that peace within, so you can take on whatever it is that you're going into, despite whatever it is that you have or don't have, right? Or that you're consuming. Also, I would just say, side note, with the conscious consuming stuff, that may also be around this hermit energy that you have. It's really the core that your lion spirit wants to kind of bring back up, which is, what are you consuming? Are you being distracted so that your mind stays in conflict and you're not giving yourself the opportunity to tune back in and make that decision from a place of alignment? Are you being distracted by your phone, or you're doing other things and you're just not wanting to face it? If that is the case, you just want to make sure that you're taking a look at that, because it's coming up as we close your reading, so that you're tuned in and you're listening to your heart and your mind is at ease, and you know that you're moving forward in the best possible way for all involved. So these are all the messages I have for you from your lion spirit animal, group one. If something resonated with you in this reading, please give this video a like and leave me a comment down below. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any of my future readings. And it was my absolute pleasure to read for you today, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, group two, and welcome to your lion spirit animal reading today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the second card option here, which I really am loving just taking this card in general. It's card number 24, which we'll get into in a bit. That's a 6 if we add those together. But it says it's in you. We've got crystals on the crown. We've got the emphasis on the brow chakra. We've got the heart lit up here, and this knowing energy that is coming from this particular card. And it's almost like staring into your soul vibes, okay? I feel like your particular lion option is trying to get you to remember something that is always operating within you, has always been operating within you. Maybe you've forgotten it, or you've felt a bit disconnected from it. Lions represent, majesty, courage, bravery, vulnerability, strength, power. And your particular lion card just makes me feel like, it's this feeling of remembering. That's the best way that I could put it. I'm asking Spirit to explain what they want me to get into the cards here. So that's what we're going to do to get more information from your beautiful lion spirit. It's almost like you're getting back into alignment, right? We're like listening differently, pulling it in to the heart center and having this, it's like a reclamation. It's like you're reclaiming yourself. Let's see what's in the core energy for you here. The Five of Swords. Interesting. So this is a card that is all about really having a change of mind and a high expression. When this card comes up, it often represents mental conflict, things that are really difficult in your mind. They're telling me to look at the specific depiction of this. We can see someone walking on stilts, kind of shaky. These are pointed swords. As stilts. This does not look like a very easy situation at all. Swords are working with the element of air, so they really deal with the truth and clarity and your mental state and how it is that you are communicating with yourself and others and the divine. So to have a Five of Swords in your core energy, it just feels like your mind might be a little lost or off track. The way that you're thinking about something may feel very conflicting. Sometimes with the Five of Swords, you get into arguments with other people, you're detaching from other people, you're just trying to be right or win an argument, creating conflict where there doesn't need to be conflict, that kind of thing. Or taking it to the limit or taking it too far. I feel like what's going on here with your lion is like, remember what's important, remember what's within you, remember what resides in you. Look at it from a different perspective, let the channel help you. Because the high expression of this card is with a Five of Swords, you're really looking for a change in your perspective or a change of mind to happen. And it's just so stoic, like he's gonna stare at you, that lion's gonna stare at you until you remember. And your mind shifts and flips so that it's serving you a bit better. I want to see what's challenging this energy, because already that's a bit of a challenging energy. Let's see what's challenging this, please. The completion, the World card. Interesting. This is the energy of successful completion, bringing something to a close. It's very important at this point for you to have this shift of mind. Whatever it is that you're holding on to, gripping onto, not wanting to let go. I mean, it's like a resentment, grudge energy almost, or something that you just cannot wrap your head around. Maybe somebody wronged you, or there's something that was done to you. There may be something that has gone on that you acted out of yourself. Like you're not in alignment anymore and it's like you're all up in your head. And your lion is just, it's so great. I mean, to watch him, to look at this card, it kind of changes you, right? Like it opens you up. It helps you to realize it's like you're forced to look at yourself. And with a World card in a challenge position, we're really looking to bring this to a close. And you may have been having a hard time, like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to shift my mind around this. This is what it is. And it's just not right, or I just can't deal with it, or it's super conflicting, or it's not working for me, or whatever it is. They're telling you it's in you to be able to bring this to a close and to shift your mind. Your lion is literally saying that to you. So I of course think we need more information. It's almost like acting out of the alignment of your divinity. And of course, we all do that. We're all on the physical journey, learning with our ego, trying to figure it out, having relationships and being put in situations where maybe we have never handled it before, or maybe we just get so fired up, or we're acting from an old wound, or we're acting from old conditioning. We're just not in alignment. This here is about getting back into alignment, realizing everything that you need is within you, and you no longer need to carry this around anymore. It's meant to come to a close. It's not meant to be conflicting you anymore. We have to look at it in a different way or from a different perspective. What I'm going to see now is what's above you here. The Knight of Cups. So this is Spirit really asking you to honor your heart and make your decisions of movement from there. So Knights move. In particular, a Knight of Cups is going to action from the heart center, to give their heart or to move from the heart. A Knight of Cups often is like a chivalry energy. This is interesting because I wonder if there's like a peace offering that you're meant to make, or if someone else has offered you their heart or offered you like an olive branch energy. Spirit is indicating we must move forward from the heart. Look at, you've got 3 hearts here. Maybe it involves 3 people. Maybe it involves 3 experiences. Something happened 3 times or something. But here, Spirit just needs you to listen to your heart again. You know what to do. You know that it's within you. You may need to forgive yourself in order to close this out and move forward. There's something going on with the heart center, and it needs some love. It needs some care. It needs some attention. Again, we're looking to get back in alignment, I feel, in this group. I'm just going to see what's below you here to kind of couple that Knight of Cups above. Yeah, it's almost the feeling of accepting. Yeah, accepting an offering, accepting something as it is, forgiving yourself to be able to offer up your heart in a different way. The Strength card. Well, I did pull it reverse. Let me see if I'm shuffling reverse, and I'm not. This is the Lion, yes? So here he is again below you. I mean, just for this group, this Lion is not going anywhere, until you return to your divinity, until you return to feeling whole again. It feels like your Lion is not going anywhere. So to put this in a grounded position below you, that's what this means. It's the Strength card. It's like returning you to understanding that you have the power that you need to bring this to a close, to close this out, to not be conflicted about it, to have a shift in perspective, to come from your heart center again, to work from that place, to forgive, or in this case, a Strength card will work on both ends of the spectrum. So you may find that you need to be a bit vulnerable in some situations. Like Strength is both inner and outer. And here, your Lion's pointing to it's in you. So we're talking about inner strength grounding you first and foremost, and perhaps the outer courage or bravery may be needed. So with this Strength card below you, you're looking at tapping into that strength within to help you listen again to your heart center, get realigned, to understand what the divine is trying to tell you. Maybe you may have to be a bit vulnerable. You may have to be a bit they're saying, they're saying, I almost just don't want to be the bigger person. It's like sometimes you've got to get back into alignment and act from that place of divinity to close it out. Not necessarily first and foremost for them, right? But just first for you, so that you can return to this understanding that you are rooted in strength and power and courage. And it's okay for you to be vulnerable, or it's okay for you to have been hurt by something, or to be perturbed, they're saying, so upset or conflicted about something. It's okay. But at this point, it's not serving you anymore at all. If you've got a world card challenging you, it's not serving you at all. They are like, this needs to come to a close. We need to return to our heart and start moving from there. These two together, it's a nice combination, because you know that you're going to find strength in your inner world, in your heart center, to move forward. And I think to close this out, honestly. But it's nice that you're getting the Lion again. The Lion in a grounded place, rooting you. Your Lion's not going anywhere until you really remember who you are. You get back into alignment. You remember the strength that you have. And then you'll forge forward. And feel free to keep the Lion spirited animal around as long as, you feel it's needed. See what's behind you here. Ooh, the Hermit. I always want to flip that card. the Hermit energy. This is about being alone, solitude energy. So maybe you felt abandoned, or someone has left you, or maybe you've just pulled away and have been spending more time by yourself, processing something, trying to do your best to get through it, trying to do your best to bring something to a close, not wanting to be conflicted about something anymore, or thinking something over, trying to find yourself even with a Hermit in a past position. It tells me that you've been soul seeking, you've been looking within, you've been doing your best to feel into it and know yourself better. Try to figure out what to do, they're saying, what to do. Interesting. I keep looking at this 24, like if we split it up, you're getting decision or coupling energy with a grounded, stabilizing energy. So it's like something may have happened in a relationship where there was a decision that was made either by you or another party based on something that has gone on perhaps, and you're looking to be more stable, and maybe that's why you've got this energy of solitude or solo vibes in the past. You've either been working alone, living alone, doing something alone, taking that time to detach and pull away from, the groups in your life. You may not be getting together with friends in the same way, or family members or something like that. Okay, together the number equals a 6, and a 6 is really a peaceful, harmonious energy. So we are looking to get to harmony in this, and it's okay. Sometimes you need some time alone. Sometimes you need to process things. Sometimes you need to, if something has happened and it throws you for a loop, right? And it really does, you really do feel this conflicting energy, like you're walking on pins and needles, or you're walking on eggshells, or you just don't know what to do. And you're having a hard time coming to grips with it, right? With the World card, to just have the closure you need. It makes sense that you would be in a solo or insular energy where you're going within and you're like, what is this? What happened? Who am I? That's another question that the Hermit may ask. Who am I? Now that this has occurred, where do I stand? Who am I? What's my positioning? What's my purpose? And Spirit's continuing to tell you through this lion spirit animal, it's in you. So, you've probably been working with this lion for a while. if you're in this group 2, you're going within already in the past, trying to find out what it is. Let's see what's ahead of you here. Ooh, there we go. Okay. She definitely wants to be seen. This card flipping right out, saying, no, I am restabilizing. I am back to abundance and prosperity. I am fertile. I am beautiful. I am confident. I am independent. So the, loneliness or this solo energy turns into something different here in the future as you release the mental conflict and close this out. You're returning to your heart center. You're remembering the strength within you. You're being rooted by it again. And this offers up the Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Coins, for the future. The Queen of Pentacles is a wonderfully independent queen who sits in her roots. She sits in a grounded place and she creates abundance, and she's very fertile. That's her energy. She produces wonderful, prosperous things, and she enjoys her life. So I feel, now that we see what's up ahead, that I can say, for you, group number 2, you have every ability to return to this beautiful, abundant energy that maybe you once had and it's kind of been pulled away from you. This may be a different kind of, it's like solo, but not so insular. It's not just within you, it's starting to come out into the world. It's being used in the world. You gain some sort of independence and groundedness that feels so aligned, right? And abundant. It's like, again, you're remembering who you are, or who you were, or what you wanted. And here in the future, we see you going after it on the physical plane and not being afraid to do that as an independent energy, right? If you're healing any kind of codependence, it's coming to a close here for you. You're tapping back into your heart and reacclimating to what your heart's desire is, with strength to root you into a Queen of Pentacles. So expect that you're going to feel much stronger in your body, in your life, on your journey, that you are going to be able to create abundance in your life in a different way. You will feel much more aligned, grounded, strong, etc. Love this for you. Abundance is up ahead by your own hand. I mean, she is a hard worker. Both the Queen and King of Pentacles are not afraid of some hard work, and they reap what they sow, and then they enjoy it. They enjoy their lives. So you've got some of that coming up for you here. I think it's by your own will, right? You choose to conclude it, return to your heart, make moves from there. This new perspective that we're looking at in your mind here, this change of mind in the center, no longer holding on to the past, but actually allowing that to be completed for yourself, moves you into a much more stable, grounded, strong, independent, abundant energy. We are working with the angels of abundance for your final message, so let's see what this lion spirit, who again will be with you, has to say for you here. Ooh, savings. Love this. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. I love these cards because they speak directly to like money, right? So if that hits you, if for you this feels like, oh yeah, I do need to start really paying attention to saving my money or putting things away, as far as finances are concerned, wonderful. But I like the other messages that often come with these cards. This is about saving for your future consistently. And I'm hearing save yourself. That's what I'm hearing. So it's like really focusing on your own self-care, setting aside things that matter to you, and paying attention to, again, it feels like a reclamation of self. So it's like who you are, who you were, what you want to keep, what you want to save, what you're ready to discard. Learning about what is worth saving and what is not worth saving, what is worth leaving behind or closing out. It feels like that is part of aiding your future self, which we already understand is very abundant, grounded, strong, wealthy even. So it's not just about necessarily the financial savings piece, but also saving those parts of yourself that maybe you gave them away prior, and you're reclaiming them so that you can move into this beautiful, abundant future. Wow. Love this energy for you, group number 2, and your lion that never leaves. Your lion that grounds you and never leaves, reminding you all the time it's within you. You can conclude this. You can move into this prosperous future following your heart. It almost feels like, yeah, again, it's realignment, purposeful energy, reclaiming your purpose and who you want to be, closing out and leaving behind anything you don't want to save, and setting up your future self by doing so. So these are all the messages I have from your lion spirit animal for you, group number 2. If there's something that's resonating with you in this reading, please give this video a like or leave me a comment down below. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss any of my future pick a card readings, and I will see you in the next one. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your lion spirit animal reading. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the 3rd card option here with this beautiful depiction of a lion, very majestic. It's card number 11, so we have some spirit guidance coming in for sure, some protection energy. Perhaps you're embarking upon something new with double ones there. You've got power, loyalty, leadership, and family being highlighted here. So there's this sense of, especially with this card, being in this power position, this leadership position. I feel like there is a call to almost action. Like this lion is waiting for the exact right time to act, or to move forward, or to take the reins, right? It may definitely have something to do, of course, with your family, making decisions for your family, or who it is that you express your loyalty to, really surveying those kind of options and looking at how you want to move forward in that aspect. We, of course, are going to get so much more information for you. See what this is about and how the lion is guiding you. We're going to pull your cards. We'll get some core energy here and what might be challenging you. Yeah, this is like stepping into your true power and waiting. It just feels like there is a patience or a waiting and a knowing pause. Yeah, so maybe some contemplation happening. It's like waiting with purpose and alignment, getting into alignment to then take that leadership position or to strike out on a new path. Okay, let's see the core energy, please. Can we have core energy for group 3? Woo. These cards want to flip. Oh, they're asking me to flip them over. Flip them all over. Flip them all over. Oh, Ace of Coins in your core. Is that right? Yeah, that's it. Oh, okay. So it's just this card. Okay, I'm going to put these back. Trying to understand how your cards are speaking and where they want to be. So, okay, makes sense. An Ace of Coins in your core. So we've got all these ones and we've got another one here in your core energy. So there is an opportunity. Look at this path. And by the way, this is downhill. If you can see this, this is downhill energy. We're moving down the steps. We're looking at it from the perspective of above, really in a position, again, of like some sort of authority. It feels like I am waiting for the right time to embark upon this path. Interesting. This is a card of opportunity, first and foremost. This is a physical card of opportunity. You're in the suit of Earth here. So this lion knows, yeah. There's something that maybe, again, you were waiting to start or you have an idea about, and it does require you to kind of hone in on your power or your leadership energy. This is spirit in full support. As I was talking about, it seems like you have some spiritual energy or divine support, which we all have, but with an 11, you're going to want to look out for ones. Ones are going to definitely be an indicator of this kind of lion energy and the messages that you're going to be receiving here in this reading coming to play or coming to pass in your life experience. This is a card that Spirit offers up an opportunity to you on the physical plane. It could be indicative of a new house, a new job, a new project, something new as far as your physical self is concerned. It could be a gift of some sort. Whatever it is, you are kind of at the top, like the king energy. That's what it feels like. And you have everything you need. You just need to be in an understanding of if you want to accept and receive this, and then the timing around it feels like it's going to all be divine, like divine timing. So if it feels out of alignment at all, that's why I'm feeling this like pause, like we're noticing the opportunity, but we are making sure to check that it feels in alignment. It's something that you do want to say yes to or commit to. Commit your time, energy to, because if you're in a leadership position, then I think you have that option. Let's see what might be challenging this. The Page of Wands. Yes, am I inspired by this? Do I want to begin this new chapter? Is this something that is aligned with my fire, with my spirit, something that I want to go after? It's almost like if you see a lion like waiting to take over being the leader of a pride. There is this like contemplation energy, this pausing energy, this purposeful knowing. And then if it is the right opportunity, they're going to go. If they're not inspired to do that, that's not going to happen. And it's innate. It's like something within you, right? That's telling you this may not be the opportunity that is aligned with my full passion, with my full spirit, right? So a Page of Wands, I'll show it to you here. So a Page of Wands is the beginning of a new start or a new chapter. It also can mean that news is coming in for you to take in, to notice. And it all has to do with fire energy. Wands is about fire. Wands is about your spirit. So here we can see we've got a start challenging a start. It's like a start challenging a start. So it really needs to be aligned with your purposeful energy, with your spirit, with your fire. You don't want to be saying yes to opportunities that do not feel good for you, good for your family, that you don't really have your heart in, let's say, like you're not passionate about it. I don't know if Spirit's going to be providing this group with multiple opportunities, and that's why they're giving us this like really need to listen to whether or not this aligns with what you truly do want to do, or what you truly have within you, that fire within you. Is it something that you truly want? They keep showing me the lions fighting. And so like if you know it's not aligned for you, you're gonna lose that battle, are you going to fight for it? I don't think so. You know, you may just need to walk away from certain things that are not in alignment, because there is an opportunity coming that I feel is going to spark something within you. It's just knowing. The knowing is what you need in order to be able to say yes to it, because it does feel connected to commitment for sure. Like there's a commitment that's going to come along with this opportunity. And that's why I'm feeling like this, you know what, I'm going to need to look it over. I'm going to need to think about it. I'm going to need to take a moment. I'm going to need to discuss it with my family. I'm going to need to, survey my options, understand it. It just feels like you need to fully understand it before making the decision. Let's see what's going on above you here from Spirit. The Three of Cups. Okay, this is indicative. So they're giving you a hint with the Three of Cups above you. A Three of Cups is a card of joy and happiness and celebration and people coming together to, cheer is what they're saying. Cheer. Everyone going, yay, all right, amazing. So this is an indicator for you. When we're talking about the group of people, the family of people, whether that's your actual family that you exist in now, like your bloodline, your family, or it could be a family of friends, a group of colleagues that you have, whatever this concerns, you will feel everyone benefits from this. It doesn't feel super singular. The tribe benefits, the family benefits. There's a reason for celebration. So this is a nice hint from Spirit above you. This is them telling you, if it's not something to celebrate, it's probably not the thing. Okay, good to know. You can see all the cups there being poured out, people coming together to celebrate in the actual depiction. Let's see what's grounding you here. What is rooting group 3? What is below them? What can they use to understand? The Eight of Swords. Ooh, okay. This is a mental card of truth telling. Truth telling. It can be a card of illusion. It's a card of manifestation, first and foremost. All eights have this idea or energy around your true, authentic self. When you get an Eight of Swords, it's about freeing yourself from any kind of limitation or illusion or fear that might be stopping you from stepping into, this energy, the true manifestation of what it is that you're going to commit to, where you're meant to be, how your passion is leading you, or what your passion is guiding you to, what you're inspired to do. With an Eight of Swords below you, you really have to be very aware of how your mind is acting as these opportunities are being presented. Because I almost feel like it's more than one opportunity. I mean, ones are important, but to me that says fresh start. You've got an 11 and 3 ones here, so maybe it's 3 opportunities that are going to be presented. Could be. Yeah, and then to have this below you, this Eight of Swords, it's really this understanding of I need to be in reality about what it is that I am committing to, or what I'm going to say yes to, or where I want to place my power, where I want to lead, how I want to lead. Is this in alignment for me? Or am I being kind of fooled by some of the illusions or the perks or the manipulation of the sales pitch, they're saying. Okay, the sales pitch of it all. You want to make sure with an Eight of Swords that you don't get lost in some sort of fear-based mindset that can hold you back, or you don't kind of believe things that are not real. They're not actually going to serve you, or it's not actually going to help you, that it's just like a trick. We can oftentimes hold ourselves back with an Eight of Swords. It's a power card that says, as long as you are truthful and honest with yourself and you look at things the way they are, as opposed to the way that your brain might be spinning them, then you're always going to be in this space to manifest or call into you what it is that you truly are thinking about or what you want. So how you think about things is going to be very, very important. I would say just don't get lost in, they're saying the sales pitch. So I don't know what that means exactly. Obviously take that as it resonates, but don't get lost in the shiny, glittery objects. Don't get held back by the fears that say you're not a leader, you don't have the wisdom, you don't have the experience, you don't have what it takes to take this opportunity, because there's a knowing that's going to be inside of you when it hits direct, and there will be this joyful, excited, sort of celebratory energy present that will tell you this is it. Maybe it's uncomfortable for your mind to think about. So it starts going on this track of how you can't do this, or, you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have the qualifications, this is going to take too much of whatever your mind is saying. Those may all be illusions that you really need to take into consideration and pay attention to with an Eight of Swords below you. Because the power comes with an Eight of Swords when you are not the victim of any kind of mental illusion or mental prison, and you look at your world for what it is, you look at your skills, you look at your power, you look at your talents, you look at your leadership abilities for what they are, and you make decisions based on that, and you believe that in your mind, and then it comes to fruition, right? And then we start embarking upon this path. Interesting. This group is powerful. I feel like you have more power than you think you have. And that's what this lion, it's almost like that lion is smirking at me like, you have it. You know, if you tell yourself the truth that you've got what it takes. Are you going to believe that? Or are you going to tell yourself some other things that stop you from taking the opportunity that really is the best for you? And instead maybe taking one of the other things that don't feel quite in alignment or aren't necessarily something that you would celebrate, or maybe are not as good for your family, Let's see what's behind you here. The Hermit energy. Wow, you're not the only group. Lots of contemplation going on with this lion pull. So the Hermit is a solo energy. It's an energy that has us going inside of ourselves, to take some time for solitude, to try to find our purpose, right? What is it that I'm meant to do? What am I being inspired to do? What does my inner voice tell me? What is my inner voice saying? With the Hermit energy, the Hermit really just removes themselves from the chatter, the external stuff, the distractions, the opinions, the conversation that other people have about your life, your commitments, your thoughts, let's say, what you should do, your opportunities. So if you've already been doing that, this group, you guys may already have been given opportunities for things, or you see certain offers that have already come in, or you can see them coming down the pipeline, and you've been contemplating for yourself if that's something that you might want to be a part of, or if that's something that does align with your inner light and your purposeful energy or not. And that's good, because you can see that this is a bit of a challenge here for you. So if you've already been contemplating it, going within, kind of drowning out the voices, so not asking everybody's opinion necessarily, letting yourself process whatever is coming through, really tuning back into your true energy within yourself, that true light within you, that true power. It's your soul spirit, right? It's your divinity, your purposeful energy, and starting to understand the feeling of that, which is going to be very important for this. You still may have the things popping up in your mind, but this Hermit energy can really set you up for success, because you know yourself better when you come out of the cave. When the Hermit comes out of that cave, there's a knowing, there's a reconnection to the inner light. So there's a different kind of stature, is how they're saying it. You remember who you are, what you truly desire, what you've accomplished, and how that has aided in your wisdom that you can now provide for others in a different kind of way. And so I hope that this has been going on for you. And if it has, well done you. If this is in a reverse position, you may have been feeling a bit like low expression of this, feeling a bit alone, feeling like you're not sure what to do, feeling like you don't know if anything's going to be happening or coming up for you. But again, that's all an illusion here. If this group has power and using it, being strong enough to be loyal to yourself, loyal to your passion, loyal to what's inspiring you, loyal to what's right for your family, making these commitments to celebrate, knowing what's right for you, that kind of thing, that's the truth. So if you've been feeling the lower expression of this hermit, spend some time loving your light, going within, reconnecting, and telling yourself the truth, the positive truth, the high vibrating truth, the highest alignment of yourself. Talk about that version of yourself for a while within your own self so that you can reconnect to it. And this will help you to have more clarity as you're moving forward, because you're looking for the light, right? The challenge is to see the light. Where is the light leading me? What is the light telling me? What is my passion? What is my spirit saying to me? Is this the right thing? And if you're all up in your head with all kinds of fears and illusions and telling yourself how you could have done better at that, and if you didn't make that mistake there, or if you only had this tool, then you had this resource and you knew this person or whatever, if you're saying all that stuff to yourself, you'll get in the low expression of this hermit. We don't want that. What we want is to tell yourself the truth about all of the highlights, is what they're just saying, the highlights. Okay, let's see where this is leading. What does the future have in store, please? Yes. Oh my gosh, of course. Look at this. You are going to reclaim your power here. We've got a Four of Wands. Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is making a really positive commitment to something that is aligned with your fire, right? We're talking about fire, Page of Wands, confused about it. You're going to hit the nail on the head, they said. You'll know. It's like a Four of Wands is when someone makes a really celebratory decision to commit to something that is in complete alignment for them, and usually it has a long-term energy to it. So lots of people will read this as a marriage card, or like when you find someone's taking a brand new job that they feel is connected to their purpose here, Four of Wands, a new home that they're going to have for a long time, Four of Wands, maybe you're bringing a child in, you can see that there as well. These long-term commitments where you feel this is in alignment for me, it's a hard yes, I'm really excited to be able to say yes to this, to commit to it. It feels very grounding. It doesn't feel like you're in illusion, it feels like you're in manifestation. So this group, you are definitely going to claim your power, be loyal to what it is that you know you're meant to be loyal to, or loyal to your light. Thank you. Step into a leadership position, make that decision. Also, family energy. I mean, this kind of, like, think about how you start a family, right? Traditionally, you're getting married. You make this commitment. When you have a child, you make this commitment. You buy a home, you make this commitment. Growing something that feels connected to your true path purpose, right? And it is going to be something to celebrate. You can see it almost looks like there's fireworks going off, kind of. They're on a beach all celebrating here in this depiction. Everyone, it benefits everyone. It's not just for you. It's for the family or the group or the whole. And it's because you're choosing to claim your power and making the decision to commit to what is in alignment with your light right now. So you reclaim and you understand your light, and it helps you to take the opportunity that is right and go for it. I love to see this in the future position. It just tells me that you have the power to know what to commit to and to be loyal to, and then you have the power to then lead there. Take the lead, grab the opportunity, and say yes to it. It's wonderful. Okay, let's see what your final message is from the abundance energy. Unlimited ideas. Ooh. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. So, whatever's going on in your head that's positive, that you're manifesting, that's this energy. That's what I'm feeling. Unlimited ideas. It's like we're not believing any of the crap or the lies or the fears anymore. We're freeing yourself. You're uncaging your mind. You're setting your mind free to be able to be unlimited. And then here, all you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. I think you are going to be acting upon it, moving on this path, and committing here. So that's in alignment as well. Divinely guided, I would would say so. And then the ideas that you have, what you'd like to manifest, do come to fruition. So don't discount what your mind is telling you and those light bulbs that are going off, or those beautiful points of inspiration and knowing that you're picking up to help you decide, yes, this is a go for me. Trust those ideas. And then, as it says, you've got to take the action. There is an action, but that's why I'm feeling from the beginning, there's this patience that's coming in for you guys in this group. And I think that it doesn't feel like rushed, right? But it's like striking while the iron is hot, knowing this is the thing, and then taking inspired action, divinely inspired action, divinely guided action, knowing this is in alignment, and so now I'm going to do it. I wasn't going to do it yesterday because I wasn't sure, I didn't have the clarity, or I didn't feel the alignment, but now I do, and so it's time. And then you make the commitment and things start to come to fruition for you. It's a wonderful energy. I hope you will tap into it. These are all of the messages that I have for you, Group 3, from your lion spirit animal. And if you enjoyed this reading or you find something is resonating with you, please give this video a like, leave me a comment down below, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any of my future animal readings. And I'll see you in the next one.